hat 3 Ecken. 3 Ecken hat mein Hut. Und hat nicht 3 Ecken, dann ist es nicht mein Hut.
Welcome to another episode of Opa's Corner. So, we start off with a story. A husband and wife who work for the circus go to an adoption agency looking to adopt a child. But the social worker there raised doubts about their suitability. So the couple produced photos of their 50-foot motorhome, which is clean and well-maintained and equipped with a beautiful nursery. The social worker is satisfied by this, but then raises concerns about the kind of education a child would receive while in the couple's care. The husband puts her mind at ease, saying, "We've arranged for a full-time tutor who will teach the child all the usual subjects, along with French, Mandarin, and computer skills." Next, though, the social worker expressed concern about a child being raised in a circus environment. This time, the wife explains, "Our nanny is a certified expert in pediatric care, welfare, and diet." The social worker is finally satisfied and asks the couple, "What age child are you hoping to adopt?" The husband says, "It doesn't really matter as long as the kid fits in the canon." The day finally arrived. Forrest Gump dies and goes to heaven. He's met at the pearly gates by St. Peter himself. The gates are closed, however, and Forrest approaches the gatekeeper. St. Peter says, "Well, Forrest, it's certainly good to see you. We have heard a lot about you. I must inform you that the place is filling up fast, and we've been administering an entrance exam for everyone. The tests are fairly short, but you need to pass before you can get into heaven." Forrest responds, "It sure is good to be here, St. Peter. I was looking forward to this. Nobody ever told me about any entrance exams. Sure hope the test ain't too hard. Life was a big enough test as it was." St. Peter goes on, "Yes, I know, Forrest, but the test I have for you is only 3 questions. Here is the first. What days of the week begin with the letter T? Second, how many seconds are there in a year? Third, what is God's first name?" Forrest goes away to think the questions over, and he returns the next day and goes up to St. Peter to try to answer the exam questions. St. Peter waves him up and asks, "Now that you've had a chance to think the questions over, tell me your answers." Forrest says, "Well, the first one, how many days of the week begin with the letter T? Shucks, that one's easy. That'd be today and tomorrow." The saint's eyes opened wide, and he explains, "Forrest, that's not what I was thinking. But you have a point, though, and I guess I didn't specify, so I'll give you credit for that." "How about the next one?" says St. Peter. "How many seconds are there in a year?" "Now that one's harder," said Forrest. "But I thunk about that, and I guess the only answer can be 12. Astounded, St. Peter says, 12? 12? Forrest, how in heaven's name could you come up with 12 seconds in a year?" Forrest says, "Shucks, there gotta be 12. January 2nd, February 2nd, March 2nd. "Hold it," interrupts St. Peter. "I see where you're going with it, and I guess I see your point, though that wasn't quite what I had in mind. I'll give you credit for that one, too. Let's go on with the next and final question," says St. Peter. "Can you tell me God's first name?" Forrest says, Well, sure. I know God's first name. Everybody probably knows it's Howard. Howard? Asked St. Peter. What makes you think it's Howard? Forrest answers, it's in the prayer. The prayer? Asked St. Peter. Which prayer? The Lord's Prayer, answers Forrest. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. And now for the funnies. Now for this week's funnies. Wait a minute. Which one is a cubit and which one is a centimeter? Soap on a rope, on a pope, on a slope. Despite his repeated efforts to explain things to her, Satan could never dissuade his mother from offering cookies and milk to the accused. Mom, no! Hellbillies. I reckon them must be the new souls. I reckon. When using the inflatable slide to exit the aircraft, put your hands over your head and yell, "Whee!" Frank started to get a funny feeling that his doctor was a quack. Mr. Mulroney, this man is here to draw your blood. Oh, hello, Doctor. Doctor? Hear that, Lulu? Our son thinks he's too good for the circus. He's got this ridiculous idea that he's going to run off and open a restaurant. I can't sleep. I have indigestion from eating all them fire ants before bed. You better take an antacid. Just as Dale entered the clearing and discovered standing together the Loch Ness Monster, Bigfoot, and Jackie Onassis, his camera jammed. Becoming a rogue in his later years, Dumbo terrorized the world's flyways. The Little Bang Theory. Where is everyone? That's for me to know and you to find out is not a plea. Just say, guilty or not guilty. Can I get an L, Pat? Holy cow. Lord, protect Patty from the special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, and sesame seed bun. Hallelujah! But I identify as an angel. Yeah, we don't play that game. Embedded in styrofoam shoes, Carl is sent to sleep with the humans. Well, I got your final grades ready, although I'm afraid not everyone here will be moving up. Archaeologists digging. Fred and Wilma. Welcome to A1 Zipper Company. Wait a minute, friends. Frank Stevens in marketing, y'all know Frank, has just handed me a note. Bob, your model AA17 is wide open. And now, standing at my side, I give you the man who conquered Everest, the Matterhorn, Kilimanjaro. Prove you're not a robot. OMG, that is so offensive. What is the capital of Texas? Tay. Cattle Drive Quartets. Gus, what the hell you doing? This is Eine kleine Nachtmusik, third movement, Minuto Allegretto, you brainless horn toad. I see you looking at that French girl. Back to school, 1966. And 2022. Water, nut and gluten-free snacks, SPF 60, EpiPen, microchip, allergy alert, cell phone, GPS, camera-equipped drone. So, they make water too, huh? Stonehenge office complex. They couldn't rent out the upper level, so they're going to dismantle all but the ground floor. So that concludes the funnies for this episode.
Mein Hut, der hat 3 Ecken. 3 Ecken hat mein Hut. Und hat nicht 3 Ecken, dann ist es nicht mein Hut.